People is pleased to present 40 Days 40 Fintechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, as it continues to lead the way in advocacy for the creation and dissemination of technology that enables financial inclusivity. The 40 Days 40 Fintechs is shining a spotlight on those that are breaking down digital barriers and bringing millions more on the continent into the transactional space and transforming their lives for the better.
I'm Yyeyo. I'm the founder and CEO of Enabling Finance Limited. We are a credit finance company based in Nigeria, Bulavida. We have a keen interest in fintech and credit finance advisory. We started off in 2014 with the traditional secured loans. That's where you have security, you're looking for a sum, bring it to us, we'll give you a percentage of that. However, later in 2017, we ventured into the fintech world through an app we call Finablr. Finablr is a mobile network application, a platform really, that connects or that links secured borrowers to professional lenders in the tier 4 credit industry, finance. So basically with Finablr, as a borrower, no longer do you have to walk from door to door looking for a lender that's able to lend you against your security. Just get onto the app, download it, get your account set up, and then submit your loan request, which is then relayed to all the lenders that are also registered in our system, and then wait for offers. You only come to our offices when you have received an offer that's acceptable to you. We just want to promote convenience, affordability, and impactful credit, safe credit. We all know how infamous most of, the money lending sector is. We hope to change that. Our lower limit is currently 100,000. However, most of borrowers who subscribe to the system are looking for 500,000 as a lower limit. On the upper end, it's ideally 20 million. However, for repeat clients, that can extend all the way up to 50 million. At the end of the day, the power is in the hands of the market. So as a borrower, put your request, as long as your collateral that we have, that we qualified you against is worth it, lenders will pick interest. Unlike the traditional finance service system, which is basically where the banks or the people with the big money are able to venture into the system, through a system like Finablr, even if you don't have experience in lending, you can sign up onto our system. We basically manage the entire process from pre-qualification or qualification of the borrowers, the linking of the borrowers to the lenders, the repayments system, all the way to the recovery system, such that even if you don't have any experience, or you have even if as little as 100,000, we have products that can enable you start off as a lender. And also on the side of the borrowers, whereas before, actually I'll say this, we know that majority of Ugandans are unable to qualify for the tier 1 commercial bank loans, be it because the security is inadequate, but mainly or usually because they don't have the other requirements. That's the cash flow, audited cash flow, records of the cash flow and the likes. With Finablr, because we're operating in the tier 4 sector, that it's different there. You're able to access as long as you have the collateral, and then we go a step further and impart in you these basic financial management skills that will be helpful in your journey in our Finablr community. So things to do with cash flow management, budgeting, financial reconciliation, basic, simple enough for the average man who is not really interested in accounts and that kind of thing to understand and apply to his personal finance or to his business finance. So yeah, I think we are really creating a platform for those that were previously underserved by the traditional banking or traditional finance sector to be served. The biggest impact we see an initiative such as 40 Days 40 Fintechs presents is a platform for our voices to be heard. Contrary to popular belief, not all CEOs or company leaders are perfect at marketing. In fact, an example is myself. I'm not a big fan of marketing. I can share about a product, but outright marketing is not my forte. I can do it, but it's not my forte. So an initiative or platforms like 40 Days, 40 Fintechs, allow, give us the opportunity to reach out to people who are interested in hearing what we have to say. And that, one could say that's a cheat code, but that in many ways gives us the strength to say what we have to say and share with people what we have cooking. There are many CEOs, many business leaders out there that are operating in the dark, no opportunity for their products and the likes to be shared. 40 Fintechs is a platform that brings them out, and it feels good being recognized for your effort that you have been engaging in for quite some time. Finablr, as I mentioned, it's a system that links lenders to borrowers. So the first phase or the first step in becoming a member of the Finablr community is, of course, information sharing, so KYC basically. So any new lender that comes and sees an application of a borrower in the system is able to see basic information about him, at least one name, just a bit of the details of the, from his national ID, where he's based. Am I lending a borrower in Kampala? Am I lending a borrower in Tororo, etc.? Of course, how much he's interested in, what interest rate he's interested in, that kind of thing. But, point being, we have a basic information database which all lenders or even the borrowers can access to know who is lending them or who am I borrowing from. Then also with regards to the low-cost user devices, that's also an important thing which we believe in. Of course, our service type is not the kind that can directly impact that, but if you ask my opinion about that, I think it's an important aspect of the whole financial inclusion system, because the more people that can afford these smartphones, or basically mobile devices, the more people that can then therefore be served by us, the fintechs. With Finablr, you get your cash that day. Even in the event that a lender is wiring cash from using a system basically that requires those 2 or 3 working days, the kind of agreement we have with our lenders is the kind that we as Enabling Finance, once a certain critical stage in the lending process has been passed, we as Enabling Finance can release that cash to you, the borrower, and then just wait for that reimbursement from the lender. The transparency as a level 1, one of the level 1 agendas, I think, is also another critical one that can really promote trust in fintechs, especially given they're relatively new in this country. Yeah. The Finablr app can be downloaded from Google Play Store. Just search Finablr, Finablr, or alternatively check us out via our website, www.enablingfinancelimited.com. You can also find us on Facebook at EFL.
40 Days 40 Fintechs is presented in proud partnership with Crossleg Technologies, Modus Box, Moduloop Foundation, and Level 1 Projects.